اینو ارا کے میر تاج محمد سرپرہ نہ فیملی پنج دے یو ایس کیمپس اٹ پسوس لندن اٹی وزیر اعظم آلسون ہونا دا ہونا اینو آخری کو دے ارانے سلسلہ ٹی دا احتجاج موننگ اٹی دا احتجاج اٹی نن بطور ہمدردی شامل محلول ہر وقت دافت ہمدردی کرو دانا اینو موز مراد اندازے چنن پیشن مخلوق اندہ پانی خوانا کہ بلوچستان نہ تاٹی ارا ظلم جبرانہ کی شروعات پاکستان 15-20 سال مست کرے سس وہ دے اینو اس کان انتم کر جائے نن تمام دنیا نا انسانی حقوق آتیان اندہ درخواست کیا کہ ہو برین دانتاش مداخلت کے اراکی انسانی علمیاس پاکستان آرمی ندو ان جنا ملکون بلوچستان نتاٹی وونا توننگتنا رولس تلے کے آوئی تمام دنیا نا انسانی حقوق آتیان دام مطالبہ کیوا کیو باید انٹرفیئر کے بلوچستان نتاٹی اسی فیکٹ فائنڈنگ اس باید روانہ کے کہ ہوڑے اینو ہزار آتے صاحب اٹھی بلوچ نوجوان چنا زالبول پھیرنگ آتے پاکستان آرمی ارفینے بیگواہ کرینے لہذا وہ بائدے بحثیت انسان تینا دافتا روکنگ جیسے رول اس بائدے پلے کر منتوار
وجہ صندوق
سلوٹ پیش کوم چتا سراغلی است اور دلتا سپیش دا بلوچستان من دوڑو سرا اظہار ایک جہتی کوئی دا ٹائم تو پاکستان کی دا بلوچستان سرا اور دا پشتنو سرا چکم ظلم روان دی تاریخ تدی گواہ دی اور دا پاکستان فوج دا دیر شکریہ ادا کوم چنش گر دا بلوچستان اور پشتانے چی دی وش کرلو اور دا ٹائم کا اسلام آباد کی دننا چکم شزی ناستی دی اور دا اسلام آباد خلق چی دا کوفہ یو منظر جوڑ کردی دی دا کربلا دا خلق رنگ چی دی ظلم انتہائی کردی دا بلوچستان شز باندی زدہ آغی دیر پرزور بزامت کوما اور زغوارما چی پاکستان حکومت پدی باندی ضرور سوچو کی منظور پشتین اور دا پی ٹی ایم خلق اور بلوچستان چکم دا ٹائم دوی جبرن خپل د ځان سره شي دی باید چې هغه ریلیز کی اور باید چې سترګې خلاصې کړي چې ګرد عوام دا ټایم دا خلکو سره دی اور زه ډېر پرزور مزاحمت کوم باید چې منظور پشتین اور ګرد بلوچستان چې دا ټایم په غم کې دی د دوی د غم لاره دی ونیسي اور دا چې کوم جبري خلک چې دوی نیولي دي دا ګرد چې دوی ریلیز کړي موږ ګرد د مارنګ سره یو ډېره مهرباني.
Thank you, baby.
I am Zrumbesh Baloch, and today I will talk to you about the missing people in Balochistan. These people have been captured over the years and years and years of Balochistan, and Balochistan has been occupied by Pakistan. This is not fair because countless times our people suffer over and over again for a petty reason, and this has happened so many times that I can't even count. Over the years, Pakistan has brought torture to the people of Balochistan and has brought disbelief and disappointment to our people. And so many people have been captured. If you haven't seen your dad for one day and you feel, oh, that was kind of sad, without him the mood was kind of bad. Or maybe you haven't seen him for a month and I was like, and when he comes back, you're like, wow, I really missed you. Imagine this times 100, because people here haven't seen their parents, their families, their loved ones for years and years and years. People here haven't seen their fathers, their mothers, their children in so long. This is no freedom that I would live in. If I just go and I protest for anything in Pakistan, they'll capture me and torture me to my last breath, trying to get out information, trying to get the wrong details. And I don't want to live in a world like this. I want to live in a world where Balochistan can thrive, Balochistan can survive, and free Balochistan. Thank you very much.
So first of all, I really congratulate Father Mari, and the family of Taj Muhammad Sharpara for this very impactful, very successful campaign for all Baloch missing persons, and of course, for her husband and for the family, for their father. I am, I'm not a Baloch, but I'm working with Baloch comrades for past, I would say, over a decade. It's not easy to be a Baloch in Pakistan. It's really, really difficult because Pakistan Army, Pakistan State, they do not consider Baloch human beings. And I'm not saying this as a rhetoric. I'm saying this as a fact that Pakistanis, Pakistan State and Pakistan Army, they do not consider Baloch as human beings, which is very basic. Recently, I was listening to what Mahrang Baloch was saying. Mahrang is a very brave Baloch activist, young activist, who is sitting in Islamabad for past 48 days now. They are campaigning for the safe release of all Baloch missing persons. So I was listening to one video of Mahrang, and she was explaining how the Pakistan military, when they kill and abduct Baloch activists and students and people. So I was listening, and she was explaining that how they torture Baloch people, how they torture them. For example, they cut their noses. It's so easy to kill a person, you can even a bullet can kill a person. But then how they kill, they sometimes shoot 35 bullets, 28 bullets. Sometimes, they would carve Pakistan Army something on the Baloch bodies. They cut their organs, they cut the noses. It's not human. It's not a humane practice. So this also shows that Pakistan Army, they do not consider Baloch human beings. And just recently I was listening, a friend who is quite influential and who is also close to Pakistan Army, he was saying the same thing, that Pakistan, so he is from the other side, he is close to Pakistan Army, and he was saying that I'm telling you for a fact that Pakistan Army do not consider Baloch human beings. This is something very serious, and right now we are outside 10 Downing Street. We are in the UK. We actually demand, and I also, we demand from the internationalist community, from all the international community, from the UN, from the UK government. So from the UK government, we have one demand, to stop funding Pakistan military, because the aid, especially the military aid, the UK give to Pakistan Army and how they support Pakistan generals, it is actually a crime. What Pakistan generals, Pakistan Army is doing in Balochistan, in KP, it's actually crime against humanity. The kind of practices they have, they are inexplicable. They are crimes against humanity, and these are really serious crimes against humanity that needs to be investigated rather than, given support by the UK government. This is really a shame that the UK government, from the taxpayer money is going to the Pakistan military, which is being used against Baloch genocide. So this is our demand from the UK government to stop supporting Pakistan Army and stop giving aid to Pakistan Army. And from the UN and from the international community, we have only one demand: to support the Baloch cause, to support these demands to end these inhumane practices of enforced disappearances, torturing and killing of Baloch activists and students in Balochistan. What world really knows not even a bit about what's happening in Balochistan, from Baloch women to children. Just 2 days ago, Baloch, who is 14 or 15, who is just a minor, is abducted. Not long time ago, another 10-year-old Chakar Baloch, his body was found, tortured body was found in Turbat, Balochistan. So these kind of practices, these are really inhumane, and
this is the demand to end the support for the Pakistan Army and to support Baloch nation for their demands of justice and freedom. Long live Balochistan, Azad Bad Balochistan. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhtarama.
The 5-day sit-in protest from 3rd January to 7th January was organized by my family for the safe release of my father and all missing Baloch persons. And forced disappearances is not just a crisis, it is a stark violation of human rights that demands our immediate attention. I stand before you as a personal witness to the anguish inflicted by this crisis. My father, Mhmd Srpurah, was abducted by the Pakistan Agency Inter-Service Intelligence, also known as ISI, on 19 July 2020. And to this day, his fate and whereabouts are unknown. 3 months later, her house was looted and raided by the ISI agents, leaving our housekeepers detained for 3 months and our gardener abandoned, same night. Despite numerous challenges, my mom managed to contact one of our housekeepers. He described experiencing mental and physical torture, including being tied upside down, beaten, and having their heads submerged in water. They were questioned about my family, and a particularly shocking inquiry was made. Why do you work in a Baloch household? The question that echoes in our minds is, what is our crime? It is merely because we are Baloch that we find ourselves targeted? This is not just a tragedy. It is a testament to the widespread suffering faced by countless families in Balochistan. In Balochistan, the Baloch people endure a climate of terror marked by the implementation of kill and dump policy, enforced disappearances, and the discovery of mass graves containing missing persons. Unidentified graves further contribute to the anguish, leaving families in limbo regarding the fate of their loved ones. Additionally, students face harassment as well. The prolonged torture of our loved ones, shrouded in secrecy, denies families the basic knowledge of whether their loved ones are alive or not, highlighting a distressing human rights crisis. The international community cannot remain silent in the face of such blatant violation of fundamental rights. It is our moral duty to advocate for the rights of those who have been silenced to end forced disappearances. I urge the British government and United Nations to pressurize Pakistan in order to release all missing persons, including my own father, and end enforced disappearances. Enforced disappearances is one of the worst human rights violations, and we Baloch wish that all disappeared individuals return to their home. We thank everyone who came and showed solidarity with the Baloch people. Thank you.
I'm a British human rights defender, and I'm here to stand with you and the Baloch nation against Pakistan's war crimes. We are here to demand the release of Mhmd Srpurah and all other thousands and thousands of Baloch missing persons. Pakistan must release them. It must account for what has happened to those who have been kidnapped and disappeared. Our message to the British government is that you, the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and the Foreign Secretary must demand of Pakistan answers. Where is Mhmd Srpurah? Where are the thousands of others, Baloch people, who've been disappeared by Pakistan's security forces? If no answers are given, the international community must take action. Pakistan must be suspended from the Commonwealth. Western arms sales to Pakistan must cease. Sanctions must be imposed on Pakistan's leaders. We cannot allow the regime in Islamabad to abuse the human rights of its people. We cannot allow the mass kidnapping, abduction, disappearing, torturing, and murdering of Balochistan citizens. The world must wake up. The United Nations must send a fact-finding mission to Balochistan to investigate these disappearances and then act to ensure that those who disappeared are released, set free. There is no place in the 21st century for the dirty secret war that Pakistan is engaging against the people of Balochistan. Annexed and occupied for over 60 years, it is time that Balochistan was set free to be again an independent nation that can rule itself and take its place in the United Nations as an independent country. Solidarity with all the disappeared Baloch people. Solidarity with the whole Baloch nation. Freedom has been delayed, but freedom cannot be denied. Thank you.
الدول العربية والإسلامية هناك شعب مضطهد في باكستان، وباكستان هي دولة عضوة في منظمة التعاون الإسلامي. هناك شعب بلوشي يقطن في منطقة بلوشستان، حيث أكثر حسب الإحصائيات من المنظمات الحقوقية هناك أكثر من 40,000 بلوشي مختفين قسريا من قبل الحكومة الباكستانية، وهناك المئات من الجثث التي تم الكشف عنها سواء في المقابر الجماعية وفي مقابر استحدثت جديدا ولا يعرف هوية هؤلاء القتلى، ومعظمهم ينتمون إلى الشعب البلوشي. هناك ظلم وهناك أيضا اضطهاد وتعذيب وسجون للشعب البلوشي الذين يطالبون بأدنى حقوقهم الإنسانية، ومطالباتهم مطالبات إنسانية بحتة، ويطالبون بحقوقهم كأي مواطن آخر وكأي شعب آخر موجود على هذه الأرض، لكن يتم تعذيبهم ويتم قتلهم ويتم اعتقالهم أو يتم إخفاؤهم قسريا من قبل الحكومة الباكستانية. اليوم أهالي السيد تاج محمد وهو مختفي منذ 3 سنوات اعتصموا هنا ل5 أيام، وهناك أيضا العشرات من العوائل الموجودين هنا وذويهم قد اختطفوا منذ سنوات ولا يوجد أي خبر عنهم، ولا يتمكنون التواصل إليهم ولا معرفة عن أحوالهم، هل هم أحياء أم تم قتلهم تحت التعذيب. نحن ليس هنا للمناشدة من الدول العربية والإسلامية، إنما نريد نكشف حقيقة ما يجري لهذا الشعب. وهناك المئات بل الآلاف من الشعب البلوشي يقطنون في الدول العربية، وأيضا عندما يتحدثون أو يطالبون بحقوقهم يتم ترحيلهم إلى باكستان، حيث يتم إخفاؤهم قسريا في السجون السرية. فهذه الشعوب، فنطالب ونؤكد للشعوب العربية خصوصا وللدول العربية أن هذا الشعب مضطهد ويعاني منذ سنوات، ومنذ 24 سنة في بلوشستان الحكم هو حكم العسكر وحكم الجيش، حيث يختطفون الرجال والنساء والأطفال في بلوشستان دون وجود أي حل لهذه المشكلة. ونحن نؤكد للدول العربية والإسلامية أن يقفوا بجانب الشعوب بدل الوقوف بجانب الحكومة التي تدعي أن لديها قنبلة، وتلك الدول يتشدقون بأنها قنبلة إسلامية، لكن في الخفاء نرى إن شعبا كاملا يضطهد ويقتل أبناؤهم ونساؤهم وأطفالهم. وشكرا.
السلام عليكم ونعمات دوبارہ وجہ. We are here today to support Wajah Mir Taj Muhammad family, because Taj Muhammad been abducted by Pakistani forces 2020 in Pakistan, Karachi. Today our demands are to British Prime Minister and British Parliament and United Nations and all other international NGOs and international community to release Mir Taj Muhammad Baloch, including all Baloch missing person in Balochistan. They've been abducted by Pakistani forces. They are still in Pakistani custody. So demands are to British government to stop supporting Pakistan, to pressurize Pakistan, because Pakistan is doing the wrong thing to Baloch people in Balochistan. In Balochistan, extrajudicial killing, military operation, disappearances and torture and kill and dump policy still continue by Pakistani forces in Balochistan. So our demands are to British government, British Parliament to release all Baloch missing person in Balochistan, also pressurize Pakistan in the future to stop Baloch abduction, torture and disappearances, also extrajudicial killing. And our demands are especially to British government, our mother and sister, they are sitting in Islamabad for the justice because their loved one being abducted by Pakistani forces, they are still in Pakistani custody. So they are there for their justice. We need Pakistan, we need British to intervene in Balochistan to support those Baloch people, because Pakistan illegally abducted them and tortured them and they dumped their dead body all over in Balochistan. So today our demands are release Waja Mir Taj Muhammad Baloch and all other missing person, Baloch missing person in Balochistan, because they are still in Pakistan custody. So our demands are today, especially we are here, so Mir Taj Muhammad family, they have a 7 days camp here because the Taj Muhammad was illegally abducted by Pakistani forces in Pakistan in Karachi. So especially British Prime Minister, we need you to go to Balochistan to find out, because Pakistan illegally abducting Baloch people, they're torturing them. So especially we need support from British Prime Minister to go to Islamabad, support those people. They've been there for last 42 days for the justice, because their people been abducted, they've been missing. They are only asking to release Baloch missing person. They want in the future stop Baloch genocide, stop extrajudicial killing, stop Baloch disappearances. Also, there is a CTD police, there is MI, there is ISI, they abduct Baloch nation for no reason. Baloch are just asking for their rights because those people have been illegally abducted by Pakistani security forces. We need British Prime Minister to go to Pakistan and Islamabad to support those Baloch people, because they've been there for last 42 days and nobody come to support them. Pakistani government is no justice system. They went to Islamabad because they thought there is a court there, there's other persons there, they get support, but there is no support. So thank you so much, and also demand for all other Baloch, because they've been illegally abducted. Thank you so much, brother.